Hello and welcome back. This is going to be the final week, week 8 for Match of the Week at King's Court Pokemon League. Featured this week, we are seeing 2004 Lexus GX470, coach of 5 turns in Trick Room. Our first double feature and a very, very unique team. So, very excited to see how he pilots this week.
And we also have kyrogeniz piloting the Château Noir Midnight Revelations. It's an interesting week, like you're saying. It's like a Trick Room roster versus a Paradox roster, it feels like.
Yeah. Definitely a pretty offensive team coming out for kyrogeniz. No surprise there, but he has been running a few bulkier teams this later weeks of the season. But definitely returning to this kind of hyper offense roots, you know.
It's interesting. He probably has one of the fastest rosters.
Yeah,
out of everyone versus the slowest roster. So it's kind of like a turtle and hare situation here.
Gonna be a great lead for Lexus, as Okidoji is going to be able to threaten that out, and he gets the toxic from that toxic chain. So that's gonna be a very big deal, especially with this defense boost Tusk. Gonna really eat away to what would be a very bulky mon.
Yeah, that's really gonna hurt, especially if Lexus has any sort of hazard setup prepared. Then that's really gonna suck for Kyro's side here.
Especially looking at this Ursaluna is starting to look a little more threatening now that this is toxic. And honestly, this Okidoji itself, if this damage keeps adding up to this great Tusk, there's not a lot to stop these offensive physical threats.
Yep. Red card knocked off. Okay. Interesting choice there with the red card.
Yeah, wow.
That is really interesting, actually. I guess he was predicting Great Tusk coming in, and he knew he was going to have a switch for it, so he just prepared him on that didn't really need an item.
Yeah, red card, I think generally for that Sneasler, which we don't see this game, or I guess that Iron Valiant, both very threatening sweepers that if you manage to get them out once, they become a lot less threatening, but Chansey going to eat up anything this Rotom throws out. Hydro Pump flies off to the side, and Rotom tricks
the trick,
grabbing the Eviolite.
That is cool.
Wow.
If he has Pain Split or Volt Switch here, anything sucks.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, okay.
Volt Switch out.
Is this just an Ursaluna setup here?
Maybe goes out to Hat. Gonna be able to get that Trick Room set up.
Yeah, it's a free Trick Room here. There's literally nothing that Kyro can do about it. He has to have an answer with Grimmsnarl, maybe? I'm not sure what he does here.
Yeah, Trick Room's gonna go up, and suddenly, like, that Ursaluna starts to look really threatening. I mean, this is even a good matchup.
Yeah, I don't see how Hatterene loses this, because, I mean, nothing can touch him, right?
Draining Kiss is going to do a lot. So
he can just set up Calm Minds here, and then what can he do about it?
He can even do that. This is going to be a great spot for Hatterene if he wants to stand. Opts to go right to Okidoji.
He's ringing it out. All right, protect.
Oh,
the brick break.
To break the screen.
Is he going to go to Gengar here? And is that the matchup that Lexus is looking? Does he predict
Gengar?
The Gengar
would not take a lot from a poison jab. So.
Oh, damn. Balloon Gengar.
Yeah, Balloon.
That's an interesting choice. I guess he's there specifically for the Ursaluna.
Yeah, gonna be able to be immune to both of those stabs from that Ursaluna. So a very good
switch in.
Oh, Chansey comes in, but this is not the matchup you want to see.
Yeah, this is not what you want.
This is going to get wiped by a Facade here. He might have to go right back to that Gengar. He just goes he lives it with the Reflect.
Okay. Does he just kill with like a Fire Punch here at this point? Because like
maybe.
If he does,
with the Reflect down, I feel like he certainly does. To be honest.
Okay, he goes Great Tusk. Oh, it's a Crunch. Oh, for the Gengar, he goes Crunch.
Oh,
That's
okay. Crunch doing almost nothing there.
Yeah, it's worthless pretty much. Talonflame takes
Flame.
Nothing.
Body Press, Tusk. Yeah. Probably doesn't have a move for this as the default comes out. Gets those rocks away, but it does. It has Smackdown. Now, oh my, we could see
he's faster here. Does he risk the Roost? He does. He's like, I don't care about ground moves. They don't exist.
Great call out there. And the Talonflame's going to be back and very healthy. And honestly, in the roster of kyrogeniz, it's looking like a pretty threatening defensive mon, to be honest. Same with
If
this
this is another
Okidogi.
Gengar switch here, does he predict it this time and go for whatever his coverage? What did he use so
Yeah.
far on Oki?
Poison Jab and Brick Break. Or
Okay, so
Wits
he's got 2
Reveal.
coverage moves left.
Yeah.
Oh, Great Tusk.
It's Great
Knock
Tusk.
off.
Okay, knock off.
Okay.
Great Tusk is definitely not long for this world. So I mean, once that goes down, and if you can pop that balloon, Ursaluna's looking very threatening. Headlong Rush does not take out Okidogi.
And that'll be a
Another
kill.
knockoff comes out, and the Toxic does
Oh,
not
he lives.
kill.
Okay.
Lives
Wow,
to see
4%
another
for the
day.
knockoff. That's crazy. I didn't realize it was so low.
Could be a potential Talonflame switch or a Rotom switch.
Does he predict? Does he? Okay, this is an interesting choice from him here. Does he predict the Stealth Rock and switch to Talonflame here to get it in before the rocks come out?
Could go to Hatterene also, try and bounce them back.
He
Rotom
could.
comes
I
out.
don't think he wants to lose that though.
This is gonna allow
Okay.
Chansey to go back up with that soft boiled. Rotom's not gonna be able to take it out, even with no Eviolite.
No. Oh yeah, well, Hatterene just switches in. It's like, thank you for the free turn.
But yeah, invites Hatterene in, and that's gonna be another Trick Room.
Heal Bell, poison cured on the. Interesting. So he's
Wow.
not. I mean, he's still 7%, but.
Yeah, not gonna be doing much, but could potentially get another turn out of that. Psyshock comes out.
Psyshock.
Oh, no Eviolite
Life
doing
Orb.
so much damage.
Okay, is it a sack here? It's not.
Psyshock.
Okay.
Oh, and eats the Future Sight. Fantastic maneuver.
And dies from the life orb.
Wow,
From,
I didn't know it works
Okay.
like that, but
I had no idea.
the attack goes off, I guess. Wow, that is interesting.
Okie
So
Yeah,
this
I mean,
is gonna be the last Trick Room. And only one turn left. Protect comes out. There's gonna be no more Trick Room for the rest of this game with that Hatterene going down. So gonna be interesting to see. He's just gonna have to maneuver these threats without any speed advantage. So
Iron Val's essentially unlocked at this point, right?
yeah, something interesting that has not been talked about is this Dragonite in the back. Yeah, you know, if there's some more chip down, getting off 1 or 2 Dragon Dances could mean the end of the game, to be honest.
Yeah. Does Okidogi live a grassy glide here?
I want to say yes.
Does he live a stomping tantrum?
Oh, does not live that,
Does he
though.
live a wood
Certainly
hammer
not.
now?
Yeah.
I mean, Talonflame is just. Oh, he's
Here
gonna-
comes that Dragonite.
okay.
He's going to go for this Dragon Dance here. Still has that multi-scale intact, so not barely
Mhm.
going to be taking anything from this Roll Boom.
I mean, the only thing that hurts this thing is knockoff,
Goes
right?
right out
That's
to Gengar.
really it.
Oh, it's Air Slash. It's a special set.
A
Wow.
special Dragonite with a disabled Air Slash. What is he gonna press here? Is he gonna press Dragon Pulse? Like, what is gonna
Maybe.
come out here?
Yeah,
There's no
I mean,
way he goes Dragon Pulse with a double fairy roster here. But maybe he did. Talonflame.
which is right out.
Encore.
Goes for the Encore. Wow, that is
That would have been,
that is a
that would have
funny
been very
set.
funny.
Yeah, notably that balloon is pop now. So Ursaluna
Yep.
coming in and clicking headlong is very scary. I can't imagine, unless it's a very defensive Rillaboom, it's eating more than 2.
Oh, really? That's actually, this is a scary like part for. I guess Grimmsnarl can come in, but Brave Bird hurts
Yeah,
everyone on his
They're
team.
doing a lot of damage. Could potentially go for the Paralyze here if he has it, or even
He could.
taunt
Probably just
to stop that
Reflect.
Roost. Yeah, here comes the Reflect. Talonflame back to full HP. Very
Mhm.
notable, especially with that Gale Wings. Well, potentially, it is Gale Wings. Could also be Flame Body on that Talonflame, so.
Based on the way he's playing it and the way he's running it, I would assume it's Flame Body.
Yeah, it
Just
definitely
with Roost
feels.
and all that kind of.
Yeah, it's a very defensive Talonflame. So I would imagine it's a Flame Body set. Grimmsnarl parting shots out. Back to that Rillaboom. Not going to be taking a whole lot. But that
Defog removed the
Defog
screen.
takes away the screen, and Will-O-Wisp comes
And
out.
he's running Will.
Wow.
Oh, that's rough. That
Great,
just completely
great.
disabled.
Yeah,
Rillaboom there. That Mon's useless at this point. I mean,
Amon-
knockoff. That's about it. It's only
Yeah.
use.
very, very hard pressed to do anything. Gengar comes back out, but I mean, not going to be able to kill full HP Talonflame, is it?
No, it wouldn't. I don't think Talonflame kills back. Like I think we saw
Yeah.
it did 52 without the reduction. I
That
guess
parting
Dragonite's
shot.
a decent switch.
Toxic
but-
comes out to this Dragonite.
That's rough now. You no longer have access to your multi-scale, no matter what.
Yeah, definitely hurts it a good amount, but again, this air slash is going to be very threatening. He could just go right for the kill here if he wants to. Although,
Yeah, this could just be a light screen to set up and protect.
E-Speed comes out, does pick up the kill, so no
it's
screens.
A mix set.
Yeah, mixed
that
Dragonite.
Very,
very excellent use of the element of surprise here with this Dragonite. It's putting in a lot of work in the back half of this game. And again, still have a very healthy Ursaluna in the back.
Special attack.
Special attack.
I mean, this Moonblast will kill him. I guess Talonflame can come out here.
Talonflame comes out. It is faster, I believe, with no speed boost. Is that correct? Check.
If it's speed invested.
Yeah, if it's
seems
speed
like
invested.
a tankier Talonflame. I would assume it's tankier. So
yeah,
I don't think
that's fair.
Though if this thing is special attack boost, that means it's booster energy.
Protect comes out. That is pretty valuable information because this is a Pokemon that's pretty hard pressed for move slots. So the fact that one of them is Protect means that it's going to be missing something. You don't really know what that is yet, but it's just something.
My guess is Thunderbolt. Typically, that is a coverage move that's running this thing, and I would assume that it's not running
that's
that.
That's very important for this matchup in particular, this Talonflame matchup, if he is lacking Thunderbolt. As we saw Moonblast doing 41, any Fighting Stab is not going to be doing that much, so, I mean, if he is lacking that Thunderbolt, as Moonblast comes out, does 44, Talonflame...
Yeah. We have confirmed that he's faster than the...
Yeah, so it is
Iron
very
Val.
speedy. So Protect comes out.
So is this a speedy Talonflame or a tanky Iron Val? That's the question.
If I had to guess, it's something like max HP, nearly max speed Talonflame.
Okay, that is probably the fairest guess.
Yeah, I think that's fairly reasonable. As Gengar comes out, although, I mean, Talonflame can go for a Brave Bird here.
I don't think you do. I think you want to say we know it doesn't kill.
Yeah,
saw it hit
I
earlier.
think you want to value the HP on this thing. To go straight for Encore. Dragonite gonna be able to. I mean, he might be in Hex range as it is coming out. That's gonna be the end of Talonflame. Could see a potential Ursaluna switch in here. Again,
yeah, there's not much you can do here.
Yeah.
I mean, Headlong Rush.
Headlong Rush is going to be
40% on the Rillaboom, right?
Yeah, and Rillaboom, you really don't mind giving Rillaboom another switch in when it's burned. It's not going to be doing a whole lot of work.
I mean, Crunch also, it would be a great switch for the Iron Val, but the chance of you going Iron Val.
Focus Blast does connect. Oh, as he goes for the Facade, predicting the Rillaboom to come in. And now Gengar is going to be able to pick up the KO on Ursaluna.
Well,
it's a big shift in momentum. As he goes for the Hex! Oh my.
Yeah. It's Hex, Encore, Focus Blast, and what? I don't know, but I would assume it's another like
it's Toxic.
So yeah, he literally had to hope for a Focus miss, or that was it. So he just went for the Hex in case of a switch.
Oh, that is going to be the end of Ursaluna as Talonflame comes out.
Absolute nothing.
Yeah. Talonflame is going to be able to heal back up, and at this rate, he even lost the booster. I think Talonflame is just going to win out.
Yeah, I mean, he does more because of the Roost, but like even still, like I think you just Roost with Talonflame here, and
he still has 4 Roosts left. So
what are his moves? Is it just Will-O-Wisp
and Willow, Brave Bird, Defog?
He could go for a Willow here, and it's just a guaranteed win. I mean, I guess it was a special attack.
Goes for Brave Bird. Yeah, I mean, with no booster. Oh, Close Combat comes out, but only doing 23.
Yeah, that's
it's gonna be able to get another free Roost, and Talonflame is just going to sweep up this game here.
Is that actually the end here?
I believe
I think it is.
Yeah,
there's not really much you can do. He can just press Roost here and press Brave Bird and wins.
Yeah. Barring a lot of crits, Knockoff comes out, not going to be doing much. Here comes another Brave Bird, going to be doing a lot of damage to this Rillaboom. 69%, and it's going to be in range of the next one. So, that's going to be game 1, going over to 5 turns in Trick Room.
Wow. That was, I liked his setup there. All of his moves were all very interesting.
Definitely a very unconventional look we've seen from this team. These last few weeks he's really tried to diverge from that hard Trick Room identity. Now it's more of one of many options. I think we see that especially with this team. Looks very versatile. you know, he has a lot of speedy mons now. So very good showing from game 1 here.
I didn't hate Kairo's setup either. I thought his sets were interesting too.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely going to drop the Gengar. I think that didn't work. Or he's going to run a more offensive Gengar, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. I think
maybe he dropped the Fancy? I don't know.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how he adapts, you know. Maybe this game goes differently if Great Tusk isn't toxic, something like that. But we're just going to have to see, you know. I can't really point out any specific things that should be changed, but, you know, it's just a close game overall. And it's hard to make that call, especially as someone who doesn't play with this team, you know? So,
yeah, I agree.
very great showing from Lexus there, and we're going to have to wait for Game 2 to see how kyrogeniz adapts and tries to come back in this series. And we are once again back. Going to be Game 2 of the series of Lexus versus kyrogeniz. Looking into it, one notable adjustment is that Sneasler is showing its head this game. So, curious to see how that works out. Okidogi is notably a fantastic Sneasler check on paper.
Yeah, like a perfect check almost.
Yeah.
Acrobatics is.
But it's just going to be folded by a Psychic turn 1 immediately. Thus goes. That spells the end of Okidogi. That 4x Psychic coming out, and now suddenly turn 2 Sneasler is looking a lot better. So it's gonna be a very big deal.
This is kind of rough. I don't know what you do. Rotom Wash maybe isn't my first choice, but
yeah, you're gonna still need chip on that Dragonite and Talonflame though. I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly sure that Sneasler cannot just brute force her way through unless it has that chip.
Dire Claw says otherwise.
That is fair, you know.
Okay, I mean,
getting that Trick Room up.
Don't like the situation that Lexus is in right now, but I mean, this isn't the worst situation to be in.
Yeah, Future Sight could potentially go for that Trick Room. It is free in front of this group.
Could go for the trick. Could go for Disarming Voice, maybe to kill this thing. I don't know if that would kill, honestly. Probably not.
It might. Probably not
through screens. Probably not.
I probably wouldn't think.
Funny interaction here with the parting shot. Oh, he goes for the Thunder Wave. Okay.
There. Gonna be bounced right back. Trick Room goes up.
Let's see if this is a Calm Mind set now. That would be interesting.
Potentially.
Another.
Thunder Wave bounce back right again. Mystical Fire. Gonna be doing a good chunk even through that screen. Future Sight comes out, and that is gonna be every move healed, I believe? Or
no?
We saw Psyshock last game.
True, we did, yeah. So it is Psyshock.
That is going to be all 4 moves. Future Sight, Psyshock, Mystical Fire, Trick. I mean, not fantastic into this Grimmsnarl, but as we can see, it doesn't really hit Hatterene back at all. So,
no.
Here comes Tusk. It's going to be speed boost this time, but a burn is going to be a very big deal. Again, immediately takes this Tusk down
and no Chansey
this
time.
Yeah, no Chansey to, I mean, try to eat some of these moves. Yeah. Suddenly Rotom Wash is looking fantastic. Another Hydro Pump.
Gets him low enough. Oh, the screen is going to... Okay, so he'll get 1 screen up before he dies here.
Light Screen is going to go up, but no Reflect. Very big deal into these physical threats like Ursaluna and Talonflame. Dragonite comes back out. Yeah. We saw a mixed Dragonite set last game. We didn't see every move slot, so... I mean, who knows? It's be coming out for this Dragonite.
Okay. I mean, Roost is still... Or, sorry, Air Slash is still going to do a lot of damage here if it goes through.
And multi-scale is up. I'm fairly sure that Air Slash gets the 2-hit KO. And Moonblast...
He's slower.
Oh yeah, that is a big deal. Moonblast is going to be able to pick up the kill here.
Well, Extreme Speed kind of negates that. I would assume that Extreme Speed one-shots here.
80
base power on his attack stat? I would assume it does.
That's fair. I have no idea how this Dragonite is trained, EV-wise, so...
True.
Yeah.
Okay,
Expects the
Gengar
E-Speed.
for the E-Speed.
Here comes Gengar. Still
Well, that's
behind
just
that
another
light screen,
turn of
but...
Ice Cream. Just
yeah.
gone, though.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to get those back. And with Great Tusk being burnt, it's looking a little rough for the side of kyrogeniz, especially with that.
I mean, yeah.
His real hope is in that Sneasler. As we said, I mean, if we can get more Talonflame chip on, suddenly you could just lose 6-0 to that Sneasler. So, kind of a rough thing to maneuver for both sides here. Ursaluna comes back out. Notably, no balloon on this Gengar. So Headlong Rush is very scary.
And there's, I mean, Rillaboom potentially coming in for the Headlong, but that's...
Opts to sack the Tusk. And now something else could potentially chase out Ursaluna with that.
I think Grassy Glide just kills here at this point, so he is prepared to that.
It is in Grassy Glide range. Especially if it's banned like we saw last game.
There it is.
Here comes Talonflame. Woodhammer
going to be doing nothing from that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a lot. 26% within grassy terrain, I would assume with the ban still.
That's fair. That feels like a lot for a 4x resistance, to be fair.
True. Which means he probably is running banded Rillaboom.
Yeah, that feels like it's for sure banned if it's dealing 26
and that's just a dead iron.
Flame.
Oh, he went for the burn?
Goes for Will-O-Wisp.
Choice.
Could potentially be a T-Bolt. Again, we saw it not really able to touch this Talonflame here. Destiny Bond, as he goes for the Brave Bird, and that's going to be Talonflame down. Now suddenly Sneasler is very, very threatening. He could just go for game right here. Ops did not do that. Goes straight into Gengar. Presumably very threatening with this Poison Stab on this Hatterene. Could be very scary.
Does Gengar kill here? I think Hatterene's fairly special defensive, if I remember correctly.
It has a pretty decent special bulk, but he does switch out. Goes for Thunderbolt.
What?
Wow, that was not the move I was expecting at all.
Wait, oh, okay. A grassy terrain heal. I was like, wait, is he running leftovers? Guts? Ursaluna? It's like, wait a second.
Wow. And now,
what do you switch in here?
Ursaluna's back in. He needs to hit a Focus Blast if he wants to not lose a Pokemon here. Goes for Thunderbolt. It might be just be choice
scarfed. Oh no, it's scarfed. That is okay. This has to be Rillaboom here.
It just has to be a Sneasler sweep here if you're going to be winning out here. But I mean, notably, Rillaboom is fairly threatening with Dragonite.
You just go Dragonite here, right? It's 4 times resisted.
Oh, and it does so much damage, even though it's a 4x resist. Gonna be in 2-hit KO range. Dealing almost 40%. Absolute ridiculous
damage. Is this Dragonite
damage.
a Roost Dragonite, though? Because if it is, he'll eat another Woodhammer and just waste grassy terrain turns.
He does lose his 4x resistance, though. So
he'll go to 2x. He's slower.
Yeah, he is slower. And now, Rillaboom is a very, very serious threat. Nothing is going to eat this Woodhammer that's coming out. Unless Rotom's faster, he can threaten the burn. I believe we saw that last game. So Rotom is going to be faster. Oh, he is not, though. Wow.
He's scarfed?
Is he?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know Rillaboom's speed tier.
And this is just going to be...
This could be
This is just going to be Rillaboom clicking Woodhammer 2 more times for the game. Does not live one. And yeah, wow. That's going to be game 2. A decisive clapback. Is fairly close, but that Rillaboom able to break through in the end.
Weak Pokemon indeed.
Yeah, Woodhammer takes another victim, and that is not even going to be the Sneasler. A Rillaboom reverse sweep. Gonna be able to even up the series at a 1-1 game score.
We have a series on our hands. This is it.
Yeah. Notably, I think the good news if you're Lexus here is that obviously you can make some adjustments here, but now a lot of the surprise factor is gone. You know all of the sets on the side of kyrogeniz. You know to be wary of that Psychic, especially with your Okidoji.
Psychic Gengar.
Notably, these 2 physical mons, Rillaboom and Sneasler, become a lot less scary if Okidoji is around. So definitely something to keep in mind. If he's able to maneuver around these threats a little more carefully in Game 3, particularly with that Okidoji, could be a big swing in this final game of the series.
And the Destiny Bond no longer being surprised as well is huge.
Destiny Bond revealed is a very big deal. Yeah. we're just gonna have to pause right here and wait to see what adjustments we made going into Game 3 of the series. Be right back. And here we are, once again, the exciting conclusion to this series. 5 turns in Trick Room against Château Noir. Gonna be no Pokemon adjustments. Like I said at the end of Game 2, I feel like you're pretty comfortable running it back now that you have a lot of that surprise factor gone. So curious to see how this game plays out. Any thoughts?
I mean, you say there's no adjustments, but I'm seeing a very, very unique Pokemon there.
Wait, that's right. It's gonna be that Dusclops over the Hatterene. I almost forgot. Yeah.
One different Trick Room setter. It's like a very strange looking Hatterene.
Yeah, that is a strange looking Hatterene indeed. If that Grimmsnarl, as it looks like it has, it's foregone that that taunt, as it's really useless into that Hatterene, obviously. But it does noticeably absolutely shut down that Dusclops, but it doesn't have it thanks to the winning Game 1, so it's gonna be very threatening. It honestly sticks around a lot longer than that Hatterene with Pain Split and with that insane bulk. Trick Room goes right up, and now
Trick Room is up.
Yeah.
You have to be kind of scared of the Will-O-Wisp here. You don't want to get Willowed.
Yeah, goes presumably right for it, but eats that full para. Probably just gonna be able to go for it right away. Yeah.
Go for it again.
Not gonna be taking much. Can go for another Pain Split here. Go back.
Yeah, this is free Pain Split. Oh, the Paralyze.
Wow.
And now he's slower.
Oh, one more turn. I mean,
one
you
more
have
turn?
to go for it
Oh,
here.
no way. He hits it.
He hits it and survives another Moonblast, but Dusclops paralyzed at 21%. Not gonna be able to get another Trick Room up, almost assuredly.
Well,
I mean,
it depends, right?
If he brings it on a Grimmsnarl, it could bring it back up, but that is the only opportunity he has.
Okay, well, I mean, this is Destiny Bond.
Destiny Bond comes out, does
That
pick
kills.
up the KO onto Rotom. Notably,
Honestly, a decent trade for both sides, I think.
I think you're very happy if it's not going into that Talonflame like we saw last game. A very big deal. Open up the door for Rillaboom and potentially Sneasler to win the game. Does bring it in on that Grimmsnarl. This is the matchup we were talking about. This is the only way that Dusclops can potentially get that Trick Room back up. Let's see if he full paras. He goes for the Pain Split. Gonna be back up to 57%.
Oh, here we go. What is it? What are you taking on the Terra here? Is it Terra fighting?
Potentially. Oh, doesn't go for it. Oh, potential read on that Psychic. Gets the Trick Room back up. Wow, very excellent turn from the side of Lexus there as he maneuvers to get Trick Room back up. Psychic comes back up. I believe
he can eat 2 Psychics now.
Yeah, this is I mean, it has to be a choice to guard now. Oh, but Nightshade comes out.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Does not find the kill on that
disabled.
Gengar, and it's disabled. Yeah.
Do you just accept the sack here and press Will-O-Wisp?
Potentially. Goes right to Ursaluna. Psychic comes out, not going to be doing much at all. And
one
now,
turn of Trick Room.
Yeah, only one turn of Trick Room left. But opts to just sack the Gengar. Trick Room goes down, and now you can threaten this Ursaluna back out.
Yep, this should be Rillaboom coming out.
Could potentially just opt for a U-turn here if he wants to keep momentum up.
If that is a Flame Body Talonflame, that is scary.
That is very scary to U-turn into Talonflame, but I'm gonna have to wait to see what he goes for. Could opt to play it safe, just go for that Wood Hammer, not play around with anything. Does go for that U-turn, and the burn comes
hits
out. Wow.
Oh, that's rough.
We will not be seeing a repeat of last game. That is for sure. Rillaboom is almost certainly down for the count. Flame Body finally kicking in.
I mean, you still have Sneasler and Great Tusk in the back there.
Yeah, that is true, but I mean,
Speed
this isn't
boosted. Is this a Rock Blast?
Supercell Slam comes out, but Will-O-Wisp is going to shut that down, and now, I mean...
How much did that Supercell do?
Not a lot. 53 as it comes back out.
He lives it,
and it's faster, so you can't even headlong it on the roost.
That's rough.
That is rough. Yeah.
If he misses the Supercell Slam, it's just...
it's a risky game, and now Talonflame's back to full HP. Gonna be able to go for a free Brave Bird. and nothing
I
wants to
mean,
eat
do you
this.
even go for the Brave Bird, or are you just
Potentially.
okay?
I mean,
He went for it.
you want
It still
to
doesn't
kill
do
this
that
thing
much.
eventually, but
You
yeah,
do, but also one supercell miss, and that's 50% health right there, right? Isn't
that
it like
is.
high jump kick?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So
It is
okay, that's a
generally
ruse.
pretty low odds, though. To be fair, Grimsnarl
True.
comes back out.
Oh, and he gets the free switch for the
Oh,
Trick Room.
he doesn't double out, and Dusclops is gonna be able to set Trick Room back
No
up,
way. He
despite
has to get full parried here, right?
oh the
Okay,
full
he
pair
got full
up.
parried.
But Parting Shot does
He's
not come out, so he gets another chance.
oh, he pain splits. Now
Pain
he
splits.
oh wow. Okay.
Potentially able to eat another move. Oh, Trick Room comes
And he gets
back
the
out.
Trick Room.
Yeah, this Dusclops living another day, defying all the odds. I
Is this
cannot
just
believe
an
it.
Okie dokie switch? And he's gonna
He's
heal
back
to
up to full
77.
HP. Wow.
There goes the Eviolite. Okay, okay. So this thing, after the Eviolite getting knocked off, gonna do 28% to the Dusclops at this point.
Here comes Grim on the Nightshade. Gonna be the end of
Nightshade
Grim's
takes it out.
Snarl. No more screens to play with, except for the ones out right now. And this Dusclops
one
is just
looking like
a
an
menace.
absolute raid boss, dude.
I cannot
Holy.
believe he's back. I mean, this was excellently maneuvered by Lexus here to get this Dusclops back in the game against all odds.
Does this thing kill Rillaboom?
Potentially.
It
He has one
potentially
last turn
it
of
kills
Trick Room.
Rillaboom
If
here.
he breaks through the paralysis here, Nightshade is picking up the KO. Goes
That would
to
just
Great
make it a
Tusk.
legend in my eyes. It does break
Wow.
through too. Wow, this thing is insane. So wait, he hasn't Terra'd yet, which I'm surprised
Does
about.
have his Terra, yeah.
Does he press Terra here, resist whatever Great Tusk does, and kill with a Nightshade? If he
Could
does that,
potentially go for it here. Goes for that Nightshade, and he
goes for
takes
the Nightshade.
another kill. Dusclops is taking names. Oh, and here comes the final
Okay.
desperation.
the unburdened
The
sweeper.
Sneasler coming out, but I mean it's risky. He's gonna have to SD in the face of that Will-O-Wisp. As the Paralyzed comes out,
And it
no
goes,
Will-O-Wisp,
no.
and now it's gonna be able to
This
threaten
is
this
scary.
Dusclops. Yeah, this
Do you
is
go
scary.
for
It
the
goes for the second.
double?
Oh, the burn comes out, and that is
So
almost
there goes
certainly going to
1.5
ruin.
boost right there.
Yeah, ruin the chances of the sweep, especially with full HP Talonflame, full HP Dragonite in the back. Looking
Yeah,
very
I'm
rough
not
for
sure.
Sneasler.
He
Goes
for
all the way to
fourth
plus
time, yeah,
6,
I mean, that's fair.
but it's not
Do you
looking
just press
fantastic.
Trick Room here? And
I
then
think
just
You probably just press Trick Room.
You
as
live?
Dusclops holds on, no Eviolite, but does not break through. Wow, that is very sad for him.
bro.
Dire Claw comes back out. And it's going
If
to
he
be
was
the
Steel
end.
Terra'd, I would have shit my pants.
Yeah, but
That would have been amazing.
Dragonite can come out here.
I
Or
mean, it's just
Talonflame.
Talonflame pressing
Yeah.
Brave Bird here. What does
Brave Bird-
Sneasler do? Does he put it to sleep?
Could potentially put it to sleep. Oh, but does
He
not,
doesn't,
and that's
he
going to
just
be
takes it
the
out.
end of Sneasler. And with only Great Tusk left, that is probably not going to be able to break through this Dragonite or this Okidoji.
It lived. Oh my god.
Wow.
Talonflame and Dusclops just absolutely destroying.
I mean, that was an absolute
here. That is
Dusclops
insane.
masterclass.
Yeah, who needs Hatterene when you have
Yeah,
Dusclops?
wow.
Dude?
It might be half the points, but it felt like double them on there.
Double the value
Yeah,
for half the points.
that was crazy. Absolutely well played, Lexus, for this Game 3 adjustment, bringing in that Dusclops and putting in a ton of work. Here comes that.
Hey, you know what? We
Dragonite.
can't get him out completely yet. You know, he's got great tusk.
I
here.
would be
Ice Spinner can hurt.
shocked.
He
Goes for the headlock.
headlock.
There's the air slash,
Alright.
and that's going to be the series. Going over to 5 turns in Trick Room. Congratulations to Lexus, picking up another win at the tail end of this season.
Very well played by him. Very well played. That's very fun to watch.
Yeah, always nice to end your season on a high note. You know, even if it didn't go perfectly for most of it, but very well played to him in the final week 8. And do you have any closing words before we head off?
Closing words. Honestly, the best 06 team in the entire
Yeah.
division, in the entire league itself. He's
Went
the
down
best
0-6 and then swept the last 2 games with everyone betting against him. You gotta love that.
Yep.
that is going to be all for us here at King's Court Pokemon League. It is going to be week 8, but stay tuned for more Pokemon coming in the next week as playoff hits off. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.